Let us have one last example of one population z-test. So let's have this problem. A real estate agent claims that the average price of a home sold in Beaver County, Pennsylvania is $60,000. A random sample of 36 homes sold in the county is selected and the prices in dollars are shown. Is there enough evidence to reject the agent's claim at alpha equals 0.05? We assume that the sigma or standard deviation is $76,025. So pause the video and try to conduct the one population z-test on the problem. So let us now solve this problem. As usual, we first have to check whether if this follows. As usual, first we have to check whether this is actually good for a one population z-test. So, it's either that the sample size is greater than 30 or it is less than 30 but it is normally distributed. So, let's check. A random sample of 36 homes. So since we know that 36 is greater than 30, therefore we follow, hence we do the one population z-test. So let's now do our step 1, which is determining what is our HO and what is our HA. So we have the real estate agent claims that the average price of a home, so that means, so let's write the claim here, average, the mean is $60,000. So since it's is, that means the average or the mean is equal to $60,000. So since this is equality, therefore it should be our null hypothesis that the mean is equal to $60,000. So, and since we are asked, is there enough evidence to reject the agent's claim, and there's nothing stated whether it's more than or less than, then our alternative hypothesis shall only be the mean is not equal to 60,000. And with that, we can say that this is actually a two-tailed test. So now we shall now do our steps 2 and 3 because that is the one we do with Excel. So we now go to our data analysis, again our z-test. So here we go. So we shall now select our variable 1, which is this one, all the way down there. Then our variable 2 is our dummy variable here. Our hypothesized mean difference is this one, which is 60,000. And our variance is here, but this has to be squared. So the variance should be 76,025 squared, which is actually this number. So that number would be 5,779,800,625. Well, the second variance is this one again. I'm keeping that because that would make it insignificant, and that's okay. So we selected this one. So we have our labels. Our alpha is stated and it's 0.05, and my output range, I want it here. So when everything is okay, we click OK. And there we go. Let us just adjust this one. So there we go, and adjusting this one, there we go. So now we can do our step 4. So let's have it down here, step 4. So, since this is two-tailed, we will look at the p-value here, which is two-tailed here. So our p-value, which is approximately 0.08, if we're going to round it off to 2 decimal places, is that bigger or smaller than 0.05? In this case, our p-value is not smaller but bigger than 0.05. Therefore, we will not reject our HO. Therefore, our conclusion should be there is no sufficient evidence to reject evidence to reject our null hypothesis. Therefore, the claim of the real estate should not be rejected. Maybe we can leave the answer here because the question rather, is there enough evidence to reject the agent's claim? There is no sufficient evidence. So this is the answer to our problem.